Okay, welcome back to another weekly Oracle read with Miss Hannah Powell and myself, Ricky Gale. Okay,
This is for October 13th through the 19th.
yes. Wow, this is going to be a fun week. I feel it already. Don't even know what's coming.
It's funny. There weren't flies in the house until she pressed record. And so, Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Monitoring spirits.
All right.
Playing all over the place.
So,
Smacked it.
everybody knows if you are too careful, you are so occupied in being careful that you are sure to stumble over something.
Yes, very true. Very true.
Okay. I got 3 cards this time. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another.
Oh my goodness, how lovely. Oh my goodness, how lovely. That just feels so good.
I trust the change unfolding in my life.
Yes, yes. That feels really good in the belly. My spirit's like, we can do this.
And I am the weaver of my reality. Yeah. This just reminds me, I saw a giant spider and I poked it in the butt and it totally stayed. I loved it. It was like, I ain't moving nowhere.
I'm glad I didn't see that. I may have been a little scared. Okay, so out of the mirror cards, I'm going to let Miss Hannah read this so that I don't have to look silly with 2 pairs of glasses, but I will hold up the card.
Show what you are, or else deprive the world, and worse, deprive yourself.
Expression. Isn't that beautiful? This one is honesty.
Many admit the truth to themselves, but few confess it to others.
Yes. And this one is ooh, responsibility.
Take your life in your own hands, and what happens? A terrible thing. No one to blame.
Nice. That's lovely. Okay. We're going to continue because I am guided to wait for the other cards.
Okay. All right. So Monday, Tuesday, the moon is still in Cancer. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the moon is in Leo. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the moon is in Virgo. And this section of the zodiac is the dark of the light. This is where the light has reached its peak and is then steadily falling.
Oh.
So there's almost this not necessarily rush to get things done, but it's almost more of an urgency to create the things that you want to share with the world.
Oh.
Because there's only so much time left before the light is gone.
I see.
And then on Sunday, the moon is in Libra, which is the beginning of the dark of the dark, which I think is fitting because once the moon enters Libra, actually I think it's towards the latter degrees of Virgo, but once it's in Libra, it is officially a balsamic moon. Mm-hmm. It's where the moon is but a thumbnail as it approaches the sun, as it becomes a new moon. So I actually don't feel like this is going to be that balsamic moon is often associated with grief and loss, but because Venus will have moved into Libra at that time, I feel like it's going to be a mellowing out, a softening of the blow. Like, what ran through my mind was when you were teaching me how to ride a bike, and you got me covered in pillows. So when I fell off, it didn't hurt.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
So Monday. All right. So sorry. Before we actually get into it, Pluto is stationing at this point. I think technically it started stationing the end of last Sunday, but I didn't catch it. So it either happened at the end of last Sunday or early degree hours of Monday. Stationing just means it's going around. It's elliptical around the sun. It's reaching that point before it starts going, from our perspective, direct. So for a brief moment, as it's going around the curve, it just looks like it's not moving at all, because it's kind of technically coming towards us.
Oh, I
So
see.
it doesn't go anywhere. It's not station, or it's stationary in the sky, which is why it's called stationed. But it's turning direct. So once it goes direct motion, well, all the Plutonian things will go full force. It goes direct on Thursday, so I will talk more about that when we get to Thursday.
When we get to
Thursday. So far, Pluto's on pause. Death and rebirth is in a stasis. Is it alive? Is it dead? We don't know.
Oh, maybe that's why quiet time keeps running through my mind.
Yes.
It's quiet time for a very short
time. So Monday we have the moon in Cancer, trining Mars and Scorpio. I actually feel like this is really good. Jupiter is hanging out with the moon in Cancer, so it's adding its benefic qualities to whatever the moon provides. And Mars is at home in Scorpio, so it just feels like the initiative to start on a project, to get that thing done. I've been thinking about journaling. I'm actually going to start doing it.
Nice. Nice. I had a whole bunch of things just run through my mind. Like, I'm not even going to list them. I got a lot of projects I want to play with.
Venus enters Libra, which is her home sign. This is really nice. She is coming out of Virgo, which is her fall, and she is at home. She can take her shoes off. She can get a shower. She can get something to eat. She's like, it's good. I know where my paint supplies are. I'm going to go into create mode, but also make sure everything is in harmony at the same time.
Nice.
Because Libra is about the balance. It's the me and the we.
The me and the we. I don't know why I feel that.
Ah, perfect.
Okay, I'm feeling to grab this card. I've decided to play with the goddess cards. Although I cannot read this. Do you mind?
Ma'at. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner.
Can you see how beautiful she is? Man, I love all the busy. It is just so many symbolisms of everything. Like, well, I felt not fried till Friday, but it just called to me.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought it was perfect, especially with Venus going into Libra. It's that fairness. It's that balance.
Cool.
She wants to make sure everybody has their just desserts.
Nice.
So as soon as Venus enters Libra, she's immediately going to be opposing Neptune in Aries. Venus-Neptune, typically conjunctions are this otherworldly, dreamy aspect, possibly even coming across something that seems like the ideal image.
Ooh, yeah.
So with the opposition being in place, I can see where an illusion is shattered. Something that you thought you enjoyed, you realize there is a lack of enjoyment in. Like you thought you really liked, no, I can't do oil paints because I really like acrylic paints, but then your friend pushes you to try oil paints and you're like, this is the new best thing. Like, what did I think about acrylic paints? That's just pish posh.
That's just So does it go the opposite way as well? Like, hey, you really enjoyed watching this actor and all of a sudden you learn this new thing and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that it's like with the conjunction of Venus and Neptune, it's almost like rose-colored glasses. So I can see with the opposition, it's almost like they're being taken off. The
Oh,
illusion is being shattered.
yes.
Yeah.
That was just the first thing I got.
Mhm.
Like the actor, my favorite actor. Oh man, I love this guy or this gal, and oh, but I
Mhm.
learned this thing, and I no longer feel that way. Like you are not on the pedestal I once put you on.
I actually think that's really fitting for Neptune because I'm fairly certain Neptune is associated with film. So that could
Oh,
even go towards really looking forward to seeing a movie because the movie trailer itself made it seem like it was going to be super awesome. And then you
yes.
actually go to the theater to watch it and you're like, well, this was a
Yeah.
waste. So at the same time, that's happening. Actually, I think just shortly after, but it's close enough that it counts as the same time. Venus is also going to be trining Uranus in Gemini. So I can see where Venus being at home has access to all of her resources. Uranus and Gemini is this intellectual revolutionary. Like, yeah, I thought I was going to get back into my paints and stuff, but it turns out I'm creating a 3D sculpture. I didn't know I was going to be doing sculptures, but it turns out it's all because I want to play with shadow work. I've seen some of
Wow.
those where people will just like put a whole bunch of stuff together and it looks like one thing in the sculpture, but then as you put a light source around it, you can see in the shadow different
Yes.
images.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nifty.
That also ties into the whole Neptune thing, it being otherworldly.
Is Neptune have anything to do with I want to say electronics, like the internet and stuff? Is that a Neptunian thing?
I'm pretty sure that's more Uranus than Neptune. I
Is it more
am
Uranus?
thinking Neptune is more with film and photography, where Uranus is more electronics,
Okay.
internet,
All that stuff.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Are we getting ready to talk about that soon or
Maybe.
something? Maybe.
Maybe.
I just have this idea that, like, you had this really brilliant idea, like, even something to help in the community, and all of a sudden it turns into something even greater to where more people could get involved. That's
Yeah.
what I had.
This could definitely be the start of that. There's going to be, hold on, let me see. Venus talks to Neptune and Uranus, and then the moon tomorrow talks to Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. And then the
I mean,
moon.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
You said tomorrow.
Well,
Yes, I get
it's a
that.
T. We were on Monday. It's tomorrow. Thursday, the moon talks to Uranus again. And then Sunday, there's Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. There's a thing called a minor grand trine. It's a trine with two sextiles. It's what is the trine? The trine is 150? 120 degrees. And then a sextile is 60 degrees between planets. So it creates this fun squatty triangle, minor grand trine.
Oh, we're doing the squatty triangle.
We're doing the
again.
squatty triangle. And that is with the outer planets, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. So they're all doing some lovely background stuff because they're past Saturn. They go way slow.
Yes.
But they, with other planetary action that's going on, it will be activating those planets, which sort of kind of activate the whole minor grand trine. So that's fun. And honestly, I have absolutely. You asked me what does that mean? Like I don't know.
Don't know what that
You
means.
got better luck throwing a.
I got that as a vision of being at the park where the outer planets are, they're on the merry-go-round because they're starting a thing, but they're going really slow. And because they're doing their thing, it starts somebody on the teeter-totter and they're going. And then all of a sudden the swings start going. And it's just a trickle down of the energy of, oh, hey, yeah, we're going to make this more personal kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Um, the outer planets are more of a generational thing. So, not that it's not going to affect you personally. However, I would definitely be looking more broadly at what's happening in your community, what's happening if you're in the United States within your state, what's happening within your country, what's even happening across the world. Like, this is a broad collective, all of humanity kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Like with Venus talking to Neptune and Uranus, that doesn't mean that you're not going to create the most magnificent dish because you saw somebody on the internet make something and you're like, well, I can do that, but way better with fewer ingredients. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like caramel turns out better with water. I mean, like, who knew? Hmm. I have to hang on to that.
Yeah,
one.
before you get to that, I would like to finish Monday because we haven't finished Monday.
No,
Go
we
figure.
haven't finished Monday. Sorry.
The moon conjoins Jupiter and Cancer. I like this. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. That's where Jupiter gets its special treatment. It's like an honored guest, but they also have like high praise. And the moon is the moon. The moon is the body, it's the spiritual aspect, it's the intuition, it's the emotions. So I can see where if you've had a need of an emotional release and you haven't done that, then later Monday evening, I wouldn't be surprised if you sit down on the couch with like your favorite ice cream and watch a sad movie and it doesn't even have to be a sad movie. It could be a fun comedy and just like that one line and it just but also Jupiter is about expansion and growth, but there's this spiritual quality to Jupiter. So I can see where this is a moment where somebody finally trusts their intuition. Like maybe not even finally trusting their intuition, but has my intuition been correct about this thing that I've been feeling? And then, yeah, there is no more denying it.
So just accepting it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that a
lot. Tuesday! The moon trines Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is the hermit on the edge of the forest, on the edge of the village, like having just come off of a conjunction with Jupiter. I feel like this trine is more. Saturn's also in Jupiter's sign. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So going with more of the spiritual aspect makes sense. Like this is like going to find the hermit on the edge of the village to have a conversation. Like, hey, I know you don't have company a whole lot and you're a grumpy goat, but I heard maybe perhaps you could help me with this problem I've been having.
Wow. Interesting. If that happens, I'll let you know.
All right. And then after that, the moon enters Leo. Leo is the sun's sign. This is where the sun takes residence. This is where the sun is at home. So what else is Leo? Leo is a little showy. Leo is a lot fiery. It is the fixed fire sign.
Oh.
So, like, you can't deny that flame even if you tried. you just gonna burn and shine bright, and everybody's gonna notice whether you want them to or not.
Oh, so you might just look your best and feel your best and show your best to everyone.
Yeah, maybe.
Very nice.
Leo is also very proud,
Mm.
but also very heartfelt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. I could see that.
So, like Venus the day before, like as soon as she enters Libra, the moon, as soon as it enters Leo, is going to go into a trine with Neptune because Neptune is in Aries, which is also a fire sign, which is what makes the trine, being of the same element. The moon is going to go into a sextile with Uranus because it's just 60 degrees away. And then the moon is going to oppose Pluto.
Oh.
Good news. Pluto's not moving. It's like they got the freeze card put on there. Can't move for 3 turns.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so nice. Wow. That is activating that minor grand trine. That is putting an interesting light on that subject, whatever that is, however it shows up. Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, 2 air signs, 1 fire sign. Let's see. Wow, that's a lot of fuel.
That is a lot of fuel.
Just the tiniest spark is going to make that ignite.
Yes. It is.
Well, I guess good news is it's the moon that's putting a light on it and not the sun.
Oh, hey, that's nice. More
Yeah.
like an evening campfire instead of a roaring, let's burn it all during the day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's still some cozy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Because it's the moon and not the sun, I can see where the opposition with Pluto isn't as intense. Also, Pluto is stationary, not
Mhm.
going anywhere. So it's not like it's a power struggle.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I can see where this is because it's the moon pulling something you didn't want to look at from the darkness.
Oh, wow. But it's not going to be harsh.
No, it's not going to be harsh. It's going to
Mm.
be a little softer. It could even be a bit of a shock
Yeah.
because Uranus is also involved. But it could also be a little otherworldly because Neptune is involved.
Wow. I still feel that coming in real easy.
I can see it being a fun, playful way
Yes.
because of the trine with Neptune. Trines are a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
They also like to expand, so trines aren't always the best because you don't want to expand like if it was Mars being in a trine with Saturn, that's like 2 malefics getting together. You don't want the army to expand unless it's your army.
I saw it as shadow puppets on the wall, and
Oh,
you're
that's
just playing
fun.
around, and then it just kind of triggers a memory, and you go, "Oh,
Yeah.
wow! Like who
Mhm.
knew that was in there?"
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Uranus in Gemini. Uranus is a little revolutionary, likes to be outside of the box. Its spin is literally the opposite way.
Yeah.
And Gemini is a Mercury ruled sign. And I can see where Uranus takes on more of the mischievous qualities of Mercury, wanting to play tricks.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's the trick is the treat.
Ha! That's fun. Yes.
Right. Still on Tuesday, we have Venus trining Pluto. This is actually kind of really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see with Venus being in Libra, her home sign, this is going to be more of a creative thing. Like, I can see where this is being able to explore the dark, taboo sides of Pluto in a creative way. Like, getting to experience it through somebody else's art, being able to see it in a movie, just reading a book. And it's not even like taboo as in it's a bad thing, just, oh, this is a hush hush thing that nobody really talks about.
Yeah, I was thinking that deep down spiritual stuff that you weren't willing to look at or did not have time or even was not allowed to view.
Yeah.
And it's coming up in some other way, like whether you're reading a book or watching a movie or seeing someone create something.
Your friend is like, I really want you to listen to this song, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I do like it. The music is nice, but like, what?
The lyrics are whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Wednesday looks like it's the quietest day. Yay! It's the moon squaring Mercury in Scorpio and then squaring Mars. A square is because they're in a sign that is of the same mode. Like, they're both fixed signs, which is what creates the square. It's also 90 degrees apart. So, I mean, technically you can have crossed mode squares, but that's a whole different... It's actually a square. This is actually a square. I think this is going to bring up a little bit of the Mercury-Mars conjunction that's going to technically start happening Sunday, but perfect next Monday.
So we're going to feel this a little on Wednesday.
We're going to feel this a little on Wednesday. But even then, I don't know if it's going to be that big of a deal. Like, this could be... a square is more in the nature of Mars. So on one hand, it could seem a little confrontational. No, I don't really want to do the thing. But this could also be the initiation process of whatever the Mercury-Mars conjunction brings a few days later.
Which could turn out to be better than you ever expected.
This could be starting the project and then presenting it on Sunday or Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, man, there's a bit of drudgery here. Don't want to deal with this, but oh my goodness, who knew it was going to be that grand?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Thursday, we have the moon sextiling the sun. I really like this. This is some nice ease for the sun. The sun is technically in its fall in Libra. The moon being in Leo, which is the sun's sign. It's like, hey, let me provide you some of your resources. Here's your favorite cup of coffee because I have access to it and you don't. I'm just gonna bring it to you.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So I can see where the sun is more of an ideal. It's more of a constant. This is even the plot line of like whatever's going on in your world at this time, and the moon is the setting. And with the sextile, it's a little harmonious. It's a little more easy. It's a little more tranquil. So it's almost like the plot and the setting just mesh so nicely. Like
Just
they're not conjunct, so it's not one and the same, but like you can see where this cut scene makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
Like the weave in a well, a tapestry
Mhm.
and is completely separate, but it's the same
Mhm.
thing. You have to have them to have the whole.
Yeah.
Very
Very nice. Yeah, that's awesome for the sun moon sextile, making things easy because Pluto goes direct that day.
Oh wow! Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Pluto's back in
And
swing.
Pluto is back in, well, I was actually going to say stock. It's back in stock. Um, Aquarius, Aquarius. Um, Another Saturn ruled sign, kind of the outcast, similar to Uranus, and it wants to be a little revolutionary. It wants to be a little more future thinking, but because it's a Saturn ruled sign, it's like, oh, but here are these traditional values.
Oh.
It's a little more broad, a little bit more about everyone else, not so much about me.
Mm.
But also, there is this interesting, unique, bizarre quality that Aquarius can't deny.
Yeah.
But it's Pluto. So I can see where this is an entire culture expressing their uniqueness.
Wow. I for whatever reason, feel like you're taking bits of the old traditions, those
Mhm.
things that really matter, that have meaning, that have feeling,
Mhm.
and you're going, okay, but it's time to change this. So I'm going to turn it into something
Mhm. 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 Now, I don't want to be a downer on this at all because I really like that. But it's Pluto. Pluto is death and rebirth. So
new.
I
Yes.
wouldn't be surprised if there is a not pleasant thing that happens, which is what makes one go, but I want to go back to the traditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't see it going back to the same, well, harshness it once was.
No, Pluto, death, rebirth, it's the dark side, it's the shadow, it's the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the ugly underbelly of the beast.
Oh.
Not always, but it can be.
We're just going to paint a pretty picture.
We're just gonna paint a pretty picture on it. I can see where, what was it? Here recently, a bunch of Democrats decided they weren't going to be Democrats anymore because they realized they didn't like the democratic values. It's like I saw it coming, but like this was the last straw. I could see where it's something similar. Like I've seen too much ugly of this community I've been in. I have to separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I see. That I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the moon enters Virgo.
Ooh.
Fun. And it immediately goes into a square with Uranus. And anytime the moon has been interacting with Uranus here lately, I'm like, man, it's going to be a big earthquake. However, good news, they are both Mercury ruled signs. So I can see where instead of it actually being an earthquake, it's here is this new technological gift to humanity.
Could it be a shakeup in your own world?
Oh, yeah, it could definitely be a shakeup in your own world. It could be you think you're going to hop in your car and go to work and you're running late, only it turns out your car's not starting, so you're extra late to work. Not that that's actually it, but it could be something like that.
Yes, but that could also make you reevaluate everything about your work, your job, your occupation, why you're doing it. Do you love it?
Squares are a little more of the nature of Mars, so there could be conflict, but the other quality of Mars is initiating something, so this could be uh, finally installing that new spark plug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be it too. Yes. Doing that thing that needs to be done.
That actually makes a whole lot of sense because Virgo is this preparational sign. Yes, it's analytical because it's Mercury ruled. It's even where Mercury is exalted. So there's like a list for my list kind of thing going on with Virgo. But it's all to prepare for going into the underworld.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's got to make sure my bag is packed. I have plenty of water. I have extra electrolyte packets because I don't know if I'm going to get lost in these woods. Yeah.
Last bits of preparation and a few things that you may not need, but boy, you're going to be grateful if you have them. Okay.
Like, I like the hiker idea, like the square with Uranus. Oh, hey, I'm going to take the initiative to pack this flare.
Yes.
I'm going to take the initiative to, I can't remember what they're called, but they're basically emergency signals in case you get lost. But like something like that.
Yes.
Because it is Uranus, so the sparky quality, the technological quality to it. I'm thinking of those other things. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I could see that, yeah. Huh.
It could just be a shakeup to your daily routine. You thought you had a plan on how your day was going to go, and that is not at all how it went.
No, but it could show up in another fabulous way. Like, oh, hey, who knew my neighbor had this thing that would totally help me out?
Yeah.
How groovy.
Yeah. Friday.
Friday. Hey, are we ready for this one?
Are you ready for that one?
Receptivity. I cannot read it.
Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others.
Okay. That is what we have, my darlings. She's beautiful. Now, why we need receptivity? I guess we get to be receptive of what is to come and what has already been presented.
So the Sun in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer. Again, a square is two signs of the same mode. They are both cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are like the directional points on a compass, north, south, east, west. Like, those are the main directions. Cancer is a little more about the comfy cozy. Libra is more about the harmony, the balance, the justice. The Sun being more about ideals. It could be a solar figure of any kind, your father, a president, a musician you really admire. And Jupiter is more like the monk you take advice from. The wise, the hermit on the edge of the village. I know that's more Saturn, but I can see where in this exalted state that Jupiter is in, it would be a wiser, more readily acceptable form of advice.
I keep getting strong, sturdy, and dependable.
Yes. The Sun is technically in its fall in Libra because in the northern hemisphere, this is where autumn begins. This is where, from this point on, there is more dark than light in the day, and the Sun likes to make things grow.
Yes.
So with the Sun being debilitated and Jupiter being on high
Yeah.
with extra praise. I can see where um, technically, with the way the wheel goes, Jupiter is also in the superior position,
Hmm.
so is able to exert more force onto the sun.
Ah.
Um, so I can see where it seems as though the balance are not being weighed out justly or fairly,
Hmm.
but this could be Jupiter coming by and putting their finger on the scale because no, you're not reading this. You put extra weight over there. You're being biased.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why, but I keep hearing, sometimes we can see better in the dark.
Mm. Yes.
So even though things don't seem balanced.
That reminds me, I had the phrase judging a book by its cover running through my mind today.
Oh.
And I remember where somebody actually wrapped books up and had them sitting out with
Mhm.
just a brief little synopsis of what it was going to be.
Hmm.
So you couldn't actually judge the book by the cover.
Oh, lovely,
It's
lovely.
like you literally have no image to sway you one way or another. And then the amount of people who went, wow, I really enjoyed this book, and I would not have read it if I saw the actual cover.
Wow, yeah. I could see that a
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Where are we going to?
Where are we going to? Still on Friday.
Okay.
All right, so the moon conjoins the south node in Virgo. This is another really good release moment. The south node is the headless body, like it's just the body of the demon that tried to seek immortality. Way to go! So it's actually a really good release moment. This would be a good time to go sit and meditate if you need to. Like, relinquish yourself of worldly duties if you have the opportunity. Like, go sit in your own energy for a minute. Go feel into me, I see.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Fun, because this is also a little bit after that the moon then immediately sextiles Mercury and then Mars in Scorpio. So this is bringing up a little bit more of the Mercury Mars conjunction again, because at this point they are so close in degree. And the moon moves so quickly, so it's basically highlighting one and then the other. And you can't really see. This is honestly so late in the evening, the moon sextiling Mercury and Mars, that it's basically Saturday morning. I don't know if you can see. I tried to do a little line. This reminded me of like children using the cups with the string for the first time just to see if they could actually hear each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that because Scorpio can be a little sneaky, but Mercury is also innovative. So
Yes.
there's this, where's the secret communication that can come in? And it's not even a secret communication. It's more can we have our own language?
Ooh.
Kind of thing.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. It just made me think of twins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm feeling more of that, I guess, feeling more than thinking, because it is the moon. It is the emotions. It is the inner world. So this is letting somebody else into that space.
Oh, wow. That's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Very cozy, very calm.
Mars can be a little aggressive, a little abrasive, but again, it is initiating. So it could also kind of be that friend that thinks they're talking you and that feels as though they're being the bad influence, but it is actually a liberating moment. Like, hey, thanks for taking me out to see that play this evening,
Yes.
even though you knew I had this other thing I really needed to get done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Being able to have someone read your energy and you not even know because you're so stuck in the groove of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So all of that energy with the moon sextiling Mercury and Mars, I sort of kind of have it conjunct the South Node because it is so close in degree. That could still be felt Saturday morning. And then on Saturday, the moon is going to oppose Saturn and Pisces. I really wouldn't typically, well, I guess it's not important, but I wouldn't make a big deal out of this. I can see where this is being faced with the responsibilities that need to get done. Like, I don't really like mopping the floor, but I know I really need to mop the floor.
That's when you get the bubble machine.
Yes, makes it so much more fun.
Yes, it does.
That's like forever having a pile of clean laundry but never folding it. This is, hey, finally folding that perpetual clean pile.
That's funny.
This is also at the same or really close to the same degree as the solar eclipse that happened a while back, and then it's at the same degree that Venus opposed Saturn. So I can see where this is highlighting, number one, something that needed to be let go of, that needed to be released. Or even something that needs to be taken care of. What deserves my diligence? What deserves my dedication?
Wow, I can even see that just as a release of energy. Kind of like the energies have changed so much, and I've changed my grand rising to do what you got to do what needs to be done, and throw in something just for fun. Like, you may need to clean out the energy or do the dishes or the what have you, but if you're dancing around, you're also cleaning the energy out of you, and it would help lighten everything up.
Yeah. All right. And then on Sunday, the moon enters Libra, the dark of the dark. So it's highlighting, well, Libra is a Venus ruled sign. Venus is in Libra. So it could be more of that balance, that harmony. Even a little justice seeking. Where is the justice in this? Where is the fairness in this? Because it's a Venus ruled sign and Venus is there, I can see where it's a little easier. It's not so scary. Hey, you've just entered into the underworld, but like it's fun. There's little forest sprites lighting the path, you know?
There's still balance and harmony. And that's what makes it easy.
So as soon as, well, not as soon as, because it took Venus a few days, but because the moon moves faster. Basically, as soon as the moon enters Libra, it's going to activate that minor grand trine with Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto again.
Oh.
So that should be fun. Again, I don't know what all that entails. Like, really, I don't. This could be listening to the news for the first time in ages and just being really disappointed in the way of the world.
Oh, wow, that just reminds me of not having TV for all of these years and going to visit somebody, and I'm just like, oh my God, am I in the future? I feel like I'm from a different planet. This doesn't even seem real. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm laughing because what I'm imagining is going to visit my friend who lives in a city, and I'm like, the gas pump is talking to me. Why is the gas pump talking to me?
Oh my goodness, yeah, that was a fun thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We seem so out of touch with the world.
So I love it. So, in addition to that, we have the beginning of the Mercury Mars conjunction. It doesn't like perfect until Monday, but it starts to like the way Mars and Mercury are moving. Mercury's moving faster than Mars. But Mars is like, oh, you've nearly caught up. Boom, I'm in this degree now. And so Mercury has to run and catch up. Not that they really change speed, but looking at how the
Yes.
planets were going, that's totally what it looked like to me. It was funny stuff. What I think is cool is basically right around the same time that this is going on, the Moon and Venus conjoin in Libra. And that just, if there is any stress, any harshness that goes on with the Mars Mercury conjunction, because that's going to show up differently for everybody, that could be a conversation that you haven't been looking forward to. Like all those tags along throughout the week could be playing phone tag with somebody that you really don't want to have a conversation with, but you know you have to.
Yes.
I feel like the Venus Moon conjunction is going to bring about more harmony, bring about more balance, make it a little easier. Yeah, not so harsh. It's going to soften up the edges. It's like
yes,
sea glass where the sand just slowly files it down. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Huh. I can see that. Where it turns out better than you expected. Yes. It's like we get to work on that all week.
Yeah.
So did you have anything else to add in there?
No.
Okay. Well, I had 2 last cards that I wanted to share. So I guess I can try to get some glasses on and do this and look like a freak on here.
Mars Mercury could also be some kind of advocating, like actually giving a speech.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Golden Opportunity. Could you please pronounce that name for me?
Yemanya.
Yemanya. I don't know.
Yemanya. I don't know.
Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And she's in water.
Beautiful.
She is absolutely gorgeous. Right before the wave. That is amazing. And then we have the White Terra, which is sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. That's what we have for our week. Nice. Okay. I am done with my beautiful goddess cards. I'm glad they wanted to come play today. Miss Hannah, thank you very much for sharing and giving us all this lovely insight. I enjoy when you show up and do this with me. It's fun. Her notes are just absolutely crazy. Now that I got 2 pairs of glasses, I'm like, oh, wow.
It's a different language.
It's like hieroglyphs.
Pretty much.
It is. It's fun.
Do you have any questions?
No, I really don't. I kind of felt in some stuff. I'm going, wow, I had a tinge of next week already this week. So I'm just going, how much greater can it be?
How much greater can it be? I thought it was fun that you mentioned that it was just before the wave, because I think it's towards the end of next week.
Is
where the Grand Water Trine starts.
Just so that you can see again.
So
yes. Just before the wave. Oh, wow. It is next week.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's towards the end of next week. Like it might officially start Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
She is so loving her moment. So we need to take her advice. Just totally feel into you and embrace every moment you have today.
Yes.
All week long. But there you go. All right, honey. So
call me Starflower on Instagram and Rumble.
And on YouTube and Rumble. Oh, wow, that is funny stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening, today, whatever it is for you. Thank you, really,
Thank
truly,
you.
for playing.
I know I ask you if you have any questions, but please feel free to ask questions.
Oh, yeah. Put them in the comments.
Mhm.
She'll answer them for you, unless you have one for me, which, and then I'll answer it too. But,
Yeah.
it'll be fun to see. Thank you. Have a fabulous week, and we will see you next